小酌一场没有终点的梦，又能怎样？香烟从未散场，又怎样？纵然百孔千疮，只能够战胜残酷，只能去圈住迷途。他要走的每一步，不犹豫，不彷徨。这夜的星光长什么模样？用善良捍卫原则立场。多滚烫，燃烧着理想，能调御锋芒。别沮丧，那些失望梦想，都终将绽放，终将绽放。
Who is it?
Delivery!
Is there a special occasion?
Of course. Feng Yan sent me to see you.
Oh yeah? What for?
Guess.
Are you taking all my clients?
That's the wrong guess. Feng Yan sent me to bring you back to the law firm.
Is that supposed to be good news? If I go back, it will be a disaster.
Don't be such a jerk.
But I've always been one.
Knock it off.
This is Luo Bing's laptop. What are you doing?
I have the password for it.
And what are you looking for?
I'm looking for a way to get him back to the firm.
You're just here to steal his clients, aren't you?
Then you can go tell him.
The first time we drank baijiu of this brand was when we were both interning.
No, you've got it wrong.
No, I remember. The two of us were both in the same case. I remember clearly.
No, you're wrong. It was way back at your sister's wedding we had some of this.
At my sister's wedding? How could I forget that?
You were drunk. You even told me that you wrote your sister an agreement yourself. A super airtight prenuptial agreement. That's what you said.
So no matter what, nor what the reason, nor whose idea it was, all their assets from before and after marriage would all belong to her. Everything.
Also, Liu Yingmei signed it.
Signed without even looking at it. Hey, so tell me, what did she want with you?
You think after a few drinks I'll just tell you? Have I ever used liquor as a way to get you to talk?
Come on. I didn't come here to drink with you to get some information. It's because you and I are buddies.
All right. Enough of that stuff. Every time you get drunk, I'm always the one taking care of you.
Fine, I'll write a guarantee, okay? Anything that happens to me while drinking isn't your responsibility.
If you're drunk when you write it, then it won't be valid.
Right, then just tell me. Huh? What is it that my sister wanted with you?
I'm not telling you that.
If you don't tell me what it is, then I'll drink until I get alcohol poisoning.
Huh? Fine, you win. That was a dirty trick you did just now.
Then tell me, is it true that Liu Yingmei was cheating on her?
No.
Okay, so what was it then? Tell me or I'll drink.
All right. Sit down. Okay, I can tell you. But I only have one condition.
All right.
If I tell you, you have to do as I say.
Sure. Okay, I'll do whatever you tell me to, as long as it's legal. No, but wait, it can't be. Something like I wear a dress to work or whatever.
That's a great idea.
What?
You're gonna do as I say, or otherwise. You're gonna have to wear a dress to work. How's that?
All right, fine, I'll do it then.
Promise?
I promise.
Swear.
Swear, really, fine.
Oh, hold on, wait a second. I have to record it.
Come on. I won't back out of it, you know.
I still need some proof. Go ahead.
I, Husai, solemnly declare that, after Luo Bing tells me why my sister suddenly went to talk to him, then I will do whatever he tells me to do. And if I don't do it, then I'll wear a dress to work.
Say it clearer.
Then I will have to wear a dress to work. Are you satisfied?
Okay.
Well then.
I have to check it first. Oh.
Solemnly declare that, after Luo Bing tells me why my sister suddenly went to talk to him, then I will do whatever he tells me to do. And if I don't do it, then I'll wear a dress to work. All right, now will you tell me what it is? Will you tell me what it is or not?
Sit down.
No, wait, tell me.
Sit down and I'll tell you.
Tell me first. I'll sit and you start.
After Liu Yingmei died, your sister found a box, and it was full of IOUs. For over 6 million yuan.
Over 6 million yuan? But did he borrow it from other people or lend it to them?
All of his money was with your sister. He didn't have anything to lend. He had to have borrowed that money.
If that's the case, the lenders would have the IOUs.
That's what I said to your sister.
Did she believe it?
No, not really.
Exactly. Who would believe that? In most cases, once someone pays back the money they borrowed, the lender destroys the IOU. Why would he keep them?
You really are siblings. You think the exact same way.
It's normal kind of thinking. But the reason you told me doesn't really make any sense.
All right, then you should give me one that does. Enlighten me.
It's because Liu Yingmei wanted a divorce. However, he remembered he had signed this prenuptial agreement with her. He was afraid to lose everything, and he wanted to get some money. That's why he got a friend to write those IOUs.
I admire your inference skills. Very well done.
So his plan was, first he would tell her that he wanted a divorce, because he owed lots of money to other people, but my sister wouldn't want to get a divorce, so she would help him pay it all back. Then some of her money would be gone, so then her husband would just keep doing the same thing, you know what I mean? Paying back more and more of his so-called debt until she could no longer take it and one day decide to divorce him herself. You know something? I've always thought that Liu Yingmei was nothing but a great old cheat. Even when they first got together, I could tell it already.
Have you ever thought about why he didn't go through with the plan in the end?
He died before he could complete it.
The slips are from years ago.
Well, that could only mean he wanted to divorce my sister several years ago, but he was worried I'd interfere, so he decided he wouldn't do it anymore.
Do you know who Liu Jingming is?
Liu Jingming? My sister hates that guy. He's a total jerk.
He told me a story once. The story of Dongyong and the fairy. Dongyong was a poor guy who fell in love with a fairy from the heavens. But the fairy's parents and the rest of her family didn't trust him. Most especially her little brother. So then her family made him sign this horrible agreement with her. And Dongyong thought that if he signed it, he could win their respect. But in the end, not only did he not get that, he ended up worse. Everyone said that by signing that agreement with her, he sold all his dignity just so he could get to heaven.
Well, it wasn't like he was illiterate or something, and no one held a gun to his head to sign it.
But when someone lives in an unfair environment, after a while, they're going to change.
Yeah, so he forged these IOUs.
Actually, in fact, he never forged any of that. Liu Jingming wrote those IOUs for him. But he kept hesitating to take them and didn't go through. So that's why when your sister kept asking me why he borrowed the money, I didn't really have an answer to give her.
Just tell her the truth.
She would hate you. And she would hate herself.
You know what she should hate herself for? For trusting that guy.
I don't think so. Really. So, Hasai, I want you to join me in a little bit of a theatrical performance.
You and me? Oh, so what you want me to do is to tell my sister that I'm the one who owed money, and Liu Ying may borrow that money from me.
Bingo. Your sister knows how much you love to save face. If you lost the case and the client sued you, you would not admit it. And so...
But that's going a little too far. What you're asking me to do is to lie to my sister.
in order for you to apologize to Liu Yingmei.
Why should I do that?
Because you have never trusted him.
Well, no one should have trusted him.
He loved your sister.
Sure, but he wanted to leave her.
But he didn't. He just thought it. It was just a thought. People say that even in the happiest of marriages, throughout all those years, there will be at least 200 times when they think of getting a divorce.
No, you're wrong. The way it goes is, in this world we live in, even in the happiest of marriages in the world, there will be at least 200 occasions in which they consider divorce in at least 50 times when they want to strangle each other instead. You know, Julius Winger wrote that in Happy Marriage Laws.
I knew you liked to read, but I didn't know that you'd read that.
What's wrong? Can I not read that?
Oh, no. Sure, you can. So, we're in agreement then? You tell your sister that Liu Yingmei borrowed the money just for you.
That's not true. I can't do it.
You promised.
I did, but I can't lie. I can't lie to my own sister. I mean, we've promised each other that we would always tell the truth.
Then you're wearing a dress to
No way
work.
I'm doing that.
Then I'm posting this video of you online.
I didn't give you the permission.
I apologize. It's too late anyway.
You're despicable, aren't you?
Yeah, but you're wearing a dress to work.
Give it to me.
Hey.
Give me. Hey, give me your phone.
Did Mr. Feng send you to see me?
If I told you that I just happened to bump into you here, would you believe me?
He's not mad anymore?
Why ask? You want him to come and beg you to come back himself?
No, what I mean is that he just wants me to go back to the firm, as if nothing ever happened.
I don't really object to you storming out like that, but I want to ask you for a small favor.
What is it?
I have a friend who sells medicine. She's pending trial.
That's not a small favor.
But you're a nice guy, aren't you?
I'm not as nice as you are.
Well, I already told Mr. Ma to come over and see you at the office. See you soon.
在角逐一场没有终点的梦，又能怎样？硝烟从未散场，又怎样？纵然百孔千疮。只能够战胜残酷，只能去圈住迷途，他要走的每一步，不犹豫，不彷徨，这夜的星光长什么模样？用善良捍卫原则立场。
What kind?
Oh, I'll take the plain one, thanks. Oh, I gotta go.
Mr. Luo.
Mr. Luo! Would you like some yogurt?
Do you have any news for me today?
I do. Lily is taking your advice and will be settling with Ling Long.
Isn't Hasai the one working on that case now?
She wanted to explain to you that when you two met,
Her hormones were in a state of imbalance. I don't mind. Is there anything else?
Oh, I changed your laptop password to the day my father died.
You what? Why'd you do that?
I caught someone copying some client info from your laptop.
Who?
Lan Hong.
Change it back. Change it back now!
The earlier you establish an offshore family trust fund, the less risk you'll be in. For example, if you name someone as an inheritor, then you can simply go and declare your grandchild as the inheritor of the family trust fund you have. However, if you're not, I was talking to a client of mine. It's for a trust fund worth billions.
You were just talking to one of my clients.
Well, I'm sorry if I was only trying to help you maintain your client base.
So I should be thanking you now?
You're welcome.
I heard you contacted both Xiao Nian and his father.
Who told you that?
So you admit it?
Those people are no longer your clients.
You know, if you take my advice...
You'd suggest I stop.
That's right.
Why should I?
Because they don't care about others' work. They think they're paying for your dignity, not just a service.
Wrong. As far as I know, they respect the work of other people. However, they don't respect unprofessional behavior. For example, your assistant Dai Xi.
I can't just fire my assistant just because a client got mad.
And you also shouldn't drop a client just because he doesn't like your assistant.
If I gave in and indulged their every wish, I could never forgive myself.
I think you're afraid that Dai Xi will look down on you.
Wrong again.
You're a rational person.
That doesn't mean I listen to everyone.
Is it all because Ren Xiaonian used to be one of your clients? And if in the end he became one of mine, that would just make you lose face?
It has nothing to do with that. So I'm advising you, unless you really need the money, some cases aren't worth it.
Do you really think I stayed here for the money? The inheritance I have is worth about a dozen Chanjing, so why do you think I decided to stay? All right. If I told you that I stayed here so I could help people, would you believe me? They say wealth only lasts 3 generations. You know why? The first generation works hard so that the third can live well. But by the second generation, most of it gets lost through bickering. Actually, Luo Bing, I'm grateful for everything you've done. You saved me from such bickering. I stayed here because I want to help others, people who are like me, and protect what belongs to them. I don't really care about having one client less or getting one client more than I have. But to these people, it's different. They face less risk the sooner they know what to do.
Okay, I see. Sorry to bother you then.
Shouldn't you apologize for misjudging me?
Just don't go around copying my client's information in secret again. If you need something, then just ask me for it.
Well, I didn't copy that information in secret. You were gone and the office was empty and I had no way to ask you.
So you turned on my computer?
And put in my birthday. And then I was greeted with a welcome back.
It always says welcome back, no matter who signs into a computer, as long as they know the password.
Oh. I just thought your computer had been waiting for me.
I should have changed it. That was really lazy.
So you came all the way here to tell me that?
Yes. I came here just to tell you that. This mistake has been corrected.
Has it? So whose birthday did you change it to then?
Are you free?
What do you mean, am I free? Like right now? In a bit or later?
Well, when you have a moment, there's something I have to tell you.
Oh, I'm just going to take a look at my computer. It's a bit...
No rush. I'll wait for you in my office.
Okay.
Hey, tell me when did your... Please tell me what day your father died.
And the big problem is our client no longer wants to settle. That amount she asked for was way too outrageous.
Please tell me what day your father died.
Why would Luo Bing even want to know that? To pay his respects?
No. I just changed this laptop password to that. Hey, what are you smiling about? Huh?
Well, that's a new one.
Hey, why don't you go tell your... Hey, don't laugh. I was saying, why don't you go tell your client that we don't want to take it to court. But if they really want to do that, then so be it.
Luo Bing told you to tell her that you were the one who was borrowing the money?
And otherwise, she wouldn't be able to stop thinking about the reason why her late husband borrowed all of that money.
Well, you shouldn't do that.
I know, but if I tell her about what actually happened, I don't think she would be able to handle the truth.
Listen, if a person can't accept the truth, they don't deserve to be happy.
Yes, these family trust matters are overseen by my colleague. Right. You can contact her directly. Okay. Talk to you later. Goodbye. I remember your father and the review board.
Don't bring my father into this.
I wasn't doing that. Our case is already being reviewed by the board, so now we need to talk to the review board.
Then why don't you just take the normal route?
Yes, the normal route. Isn't that the same route that your father used?
What is there to talk about? Light sentence?
No sentence.
How's that possible?
How's it not possible?
That's never happened before.
Well, there's always a first time for everything.
We're like Batman and Robin.
Well, then I'm Batman, and you're Robin.
Is that how it's supposed to be?
All right. I'll be Robin, and you're Batman.
Let's change the order. It's Robin and Batman.
Batman's the hero. He can't be outshined by his sidekick. His name has to come first.
Fine. I'm Batman and you're Robin.
Hi, I'm here for Hasai.
Oh, sorry, but he stepped out.
That can't be right. I have an appointment with him.
Hey, Ran?
Yes?
Hasai's not here, right?
Ben. You see, I've been thinking about the deal we made. You want me to lie to my sister, right? But I just think that it's a bad idea.
And so is wearing a dress to work.
Listen, Luo Bing, I'm trying to be serious here.
So am I.
Oh no! Hello, Rong. Where are you now? Okay, no problem. Wait for a bit and I'll send someone over right away, okay?
I saw you and Hasai arrive at the office together this morning.
Well, I also saw Robin in your office this morning. Yes?
Hi, Lan. Hey, I'm sorry, but I need a little favor. You see, today I had booked a cousin of mine for an appointment, but then I got busy and forgot about it. Can you go to her and greet her for me? Okay, thanks. I'm not a forgetful person, okay? It's the first time I've done something like that. So please explain that to her for me. And then, please apologize to her. Tell her that it wasn't that I don't care about her. Something important just came up. Luo Bin had an urgent matter to attend to that he needed me to help with.
I have 3 questions. Where is she right now?
Front desk.
What's her name?
Wrong.
And what does she want?
Well, she didn't say. She said she'd tell me about it when she saw me, but I would suppose it's something to do with legal counsel. You see, she has a small company, and once in a while, I do some pro bono work for her. Of course, you won't be counseling her for free, Lan. But don't ask for a fee either. I'll handle that myself. I'll pay you your fee.
Okay, I'll go see her. I'm on my way to see Hasai's cousin right now.
Listen, you don't know Hasai.
No, but I can get to know him.
Lan, I don't want to meddle in your personal life, but
Thank you. By the way, you look great today. Rong?
Hello.
Hi, I'm Hasai's colleague. He had to step out, so he asked me to see you.
Oh, okay.
You know, Rong has had it tough. She has to run a business while she's pregnant. On top of that, she has to look after your niece.
Well, is she not willing to do any of those things?
How can you be so insensitive?
Those are all good things, right? Doing business and childbirth.
Being a stepmom?
That's good too. Because by doing that, it just goes to show she must really love her husband. It's great. But he just happens to have another kid, right? So she has a daughter too. Am I wrong?
Are you feeling all right?
I'm just pregnant. It's quite exhausting, but I'm fine.
Here, have some nuts. It's really healthy.
Thank you.
Sure thing.
The thing is, I want to ask you something. Well, if a husband, without his wife agreeing to any of it, gave money to another woman, then as the wife, do I have the right to take that money back from her?
As long as it's from your common property, of course you have that right.
It's not our common property. I earned that money myself. It's from my savings.
If it's from before your marriage, then it's from your personal savings. If you earned it after you got married, then that money is from your shared savings. But even if that's the case, your husband doesn't have the right to give part of your savings to anyone he wants. He requires your permission to do it.
What if my husband has already done that? What if he already gave the money to another woman without my knowing? Can I possibly ask for it back?
Yes, if you have any proof.
How do I get the money back?
Prosecute her.
No, but Miss Lan, here's the thing. My husband is a really good person, you know? We have a great relationship, but that man is too kind to other people. When he married his first wife, he lost all his money. He gave everything he had to that woman. But she just keeps asking him for more money, for their child's tuition, for after-school classes, even money for summer camp. If we all just called it alimony, then I wouldn't have a problem with it. She can have it. However, recently, she asked him for a really big sum of money, also she could buy a house. That's crossing the line for me.
To buy a house?
Yeah.
Come on, say something. Wrong. I want to be with you forever, you know. And I'll be good to you. I'll never leave you. But right now, Luo Qi's in a tough situation and she has nowhere to live. She said she and her boyfriend were buying a house. Then the guy left, so she's kind of stuck on her own now. And then she still has to take care of Shawan, right?
We can get you custody so you can take Shawan instead.
I can't take her, I can't. I mean, you're pregnant. You're pregnant, and soon we're going to have our own child to take care of.
When I got pregnant, I gave my husband all my bank cards and the passwords he would need to withdraw money. Then one time, and all of this happened out of pure coincidence, I saw he had used my online bank account to send his ex-wife a lot of money. And he just said that she was buying a house and she didn't have enough, and all he was doing was helping her out. I got so mad at him, you know, and I said if she needs money, then we can help her out. But use your own savings. Why would you give her the money that I earned all by myself?
Right, what did he say?
He told me he couldn't just let her live on the streets. I'm pregnant, you know. I'm under a lot of pressure, and I'm not working so hard just so I could use my hard-earned money to buy a house for his ex.
Is it possible that your husband and his ex-wife are both taking your savings?
That's impossible.
Why is it impossible?
My husband is a really good man. He wouldn't be able to do anything to hurt me. He's just too kind for his own good.
Then have you ever told him that being kind on another woman is being hard on you?
Well, he doesn't think that way.
What is it?
Hi, we're looking for Dufay.
Well, that's me. Who are you?
We're your new lawyers. My name's Hasai. And this is Luo Bing. We are going to do our best to get you a light sentence.
I'm not guilty.
Well, do you mind if we talk inside?
We can talk here.
We actually came here today to learn a bit more about your current situation.
My situation is, my dad got cancer. So I went to Bangladesh, so I could buy him some medicine. It was expensive, but it worked. So then he told me some other patients, and a bunch of them wanted me to buy some for them too. That's it. I didn't know what crime I committed.
The medicine you got from Bangladesh is called Cobitinib. You see, it's never been approved by the NFDA.
That's the NFDA's problem. Why am I to blame?
Here's the thing.
Listen, let me explain to you about the law, okay? In our country, medicine not approved by the NFDA is considered to be fake. Some medicines that have been approved overseas but not in our country are all managed according to a very strict system. As a matter of fact, ours is one of the strictest in the world. So, that medicine you got from overseas is considered fake here, but that isn't a problem.
And are you saying that I'm a cheat?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that this is the country's law.
Then that's a problem of the law.
Look, if you're going to be like that, then I can't defend you for
Who
this.
sent you here? What do you want from me? To make me plead guilty? Give me a light sentence? Then forget it!
Don't get upset. The reason we came here today is to defend your plea of innocence on the condition that you cooperate.
Then can you guarantee that I'll win?
No lawyer can guarantee that win.
Then why should I even cooperate with you?
Sir. Knock it off. Knock it off, okay?
But that guy knows nothing about the law, huh? He doesn't even know the very basic ones.
Why did you have to talk about losing his case?
Well, I was trying to educate him. I have to explain to him what the law states in this situation.
Forget it. Leave this case alone.
But why?
You already believe that guy's guilty for what he did.
Yeah, he definitely is. Of course, I can just get his sentence lowered instead.
But you saw he won't accept that.
Then we have to persuade him.
We couldn't get in the door. How could we persuade him? So, we don't need you on this case.
You can't kick me out of it!
What's with you and Hasai?
Who is Dufay friends with?
Fengyin doesn't want me to tell you.
He's his friend?
He doesn't want you to know. Wait, he's not in his office.
Then where is he?
The hospital?
The hospital? Is he sick or something?
His wife is.
She's sick with what?
cancer.
Cancer? What kind?
I don't know any of the details.
How long has it been?
Several years?
But why didn't I know about this?
Taoye didn't want anyone to know. Fengyan respects this choice.
There's no shame in being sick. What's there to hide anyway?
You've never been sick before, have you? My mom died of an illness. Others would say it was some kind of retribution for lacking morals.
Well, then those people lack morals.
And Dufei helped Taoye buy some kabitinib.
I get it.
Hey,
Mr. He, you called for me?
I want you to edit this. Post it in the Chunjing newsletter. I want it to get lots of attention.
Okay, I'll send it to you when I'm done.
No, don't send it to me. I don't want it in my inbox. Post it straight online, in the newsletter, and on all the social platforms. I want everyone to know that Dufei is a hero. You work on this. This is a challenging yet glorious task.
Dufei, hero of the people. Who's Dufei?
You'll find out tomorrow.
Want a drink? Why not? I thought you didn't drink. Just because I don't drink doesn't mean I don't want to. Got anything? Sure. Okay. Mengjilan. Is it any good? Very. It's from Husai's client. I'll try it. Cheers. Ooh. I heard that this Dufei guy doesn't trust us. Don't blame him. He heard someone say that lawyers are just spies for the government. If he doesn't trust me, there's no way I can defend him. You're going to find a way. I know it. You'll be able to earn his trust. Cheers. Well, you know me. There's nothing in the world I hate more than sucking up. Earning someone's trust is different from sucking up to someone. I never trust anyone who sucks up to me. But you have never even done that to me. That's why I trust you. What I mean is that, rather than trying to get someone to actually trust you completely, you can simply just serve someone you trust instead. I know. You don't need Dufei as your client, but Dufei really needs you. I've always agreed with you, you know. Only working with people you trust and working with clients that trust you. However, Dufei's case is a special one. It's worth it for us to spend the time to earn his trust. Because the medicine he bought has helped a lot. Also because we have to make him believe that he can trust us and that he can also trust the world. Then he'll let us unconditionally defend him.
白天和黑夜都没留意，因为有了你，因为有了你，一切都有了意义。在疼痛的肩，也有被依靠的力气。在疲倦的心，一想到你，也就会幸福洋溢。因为有了你，一切都有了意义。在疼痛的肩，也有被依靠的力气。在疲倦的心，一想到你，也就会幸